Regarding the rapid increase in the migrant population, how will you ensure that every immigrant is integrated into American society safely? What benefits and subsidies will you provide them with, and how long will these benefits and subsidies last for an individual? Most importantly, will the American citizens' taxes pay for these benefits and subsidies? And if so, how much money will be allocated?
Well, thank you, Jackson. Let's start with this. America's immigration system is broken and it needs to be fixed. And it's been broken for a long time. And part of what we need to do is always prioritize what we need to do to strengthen our border. I will tell you, I'm the only person in this race among the two choices that voters have. I've personally prosecuted transnational criminal organizations in the trafficking of guns, drugs, and human beings. I have spent a significant part of my career making sure that our border is secure and that we do not allow criminals in and we don't allow that kind of trafficking to happen and come into our country. And as my opponent has proven himself, he would prefer to run on the problem instead of fix the problem.
Oh my God. What the this woman, I just make it stop. When does the nightmare end? 2 weeks. Jesus, please. God, I'll never ask you for anything again. If you just remove this woman from our lives forever. Ah, it's terrible. Anyways, what is up, my friends? Hey, Kamala groped me, and I need to talk about it because it's trending on Twitter. And so I want to make sure that that everybody knows my story. She groped my brain, ruined most of my year, and I can't get this time back, guys. I can't get this time back. I'm thinking about filing charges. Anyways, Polly V numero uno tonight. What's up, my friend? Casink, Deuce, Hobbs, Trace, in like Vincent before him. Media Junkie, what's going on? Big B, Ryan, Steve Bernard voted today. Good for you, buddy. The one what to do? Derek Collins, Scott Volkovich, Just Mike, BN Pro, AC Udoka, CJ Yukon, Dick Peterson, Al Krantz, Anastasio, Armand, Hero at Large, yeah, Youngkin. I'm going to get through you guys. There's not that many tonight. Queefer, Alice Fordham, because I came on late. See, not many can stay up.
Regarding the rapid increase in the migrant...
No, please, don't do that. Drew Savala, AC, her voice makes you feel ill. I know. It's terrible. Wicked. Does he get a follow-up question? No. They don't get to challenge her. What are you talking about? Vince, you're about to give up, but you're starting to have burnout. There's 2 more weeks. She's horrible. I know. It is. The kid's like, huh? John Cox. After 10 years, he just found out Trump's Hitler. What's up? I mean, where you been? Have you been around? I mean, come on. They all know. It's like, what's up? Josh Nappy, she doped your brain too. Primo Bro, what's up? My God, guys. We have, what a day. This was one of those days where you just kind of sit around and you're like, what the hell? You just can't, I couldn't focus on anything today. I was just so on Twitter, just everywhere. It was so hard. And thank God it was my daughter's birthday today, because when I got home, I had no excuse. I had to tune out. I had to go. I took her out to dinner, which was amazing. My family, we went out to a great dinner. She opened her presents. She's so happy. She's so sweet. Just turned 10. She's amazing. Sparkle in my life. But I'm so glad because I needed the break. I really did. This is insanity tonight. It's insanity today. I leave for 2 hours. I jump on, and all of a sudden, it's Epstein stories again. What the are you kidding me? Anybody believe this stuff anymore? If you do, I have an IQ test for you, and you failed. That's where we're at. This stuff is amazing. And here's the funny part is none of this is going to hurt Trump at all. At all. It's not. It's no, like I said, the only people who believe it are the people who want to believe it, and they're already not voting Trump. Everybody else, this is going to hurt them. This is going to hurt them. People don't like when you overreach. So there might have been some mid people who are like, ugh, I don't want to really vote for Trump. Looks like he's winning. I'm not going to get off the couch anymore. He'll be fine. And now they see this and they're going to be like, F these people. I'm going to go vote. That's what's going to happen. It's gonna break their way. So, anyways, we're gonna go through the October surprises real quick tonight. I'm gonna keep it under an hour tonight because it's so late. But we're gonna go through the October surprises, how they're complete nonsense, debunked, and then we got a spicy one though. We got a spicy one coming for Kamala. I'm gonna show you guys tonight. Oh, it's a good one from RFK Jr. So that I'm going to do that, and then we're going to go over the latest polling, which is demolishing Kamala. It is getting so bad for her that we're going to see this like every day for the rest of the race. We got 12 days left, 11 days, 12 days left, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get monster bombshell things every day going forward. I wouldn't. And then, anyways, and then I have an interview to announce at the end of the show for tomorrow. I'm very excited about this. So, anyways, let me catch up with you guys, and then we're gonna move forward. Is Kamala taking tomorrow off too? Jeez, that's 2 days in a week. There's something going on. Amount of money her spending in Pennsylvania right now, it's all going down the drain. What's up, Gary Maddill? Arnolfo, they'll be reaching with them. Go gadget arms. The Hitler comment. No. Yeah, seriously. You mute every time she speaks or laughs. Dropping ballots off tomorrow in Arizona. All right, Kim, good job. E.G. and Carroll said Hitler groped her at a Bergdorf. I mean, the Atlantic's run that story tomorrow, I heard. Rum Dog, what's going on? James Flowers, always know when you've won a debate when your opponent's only recourse to call you Hitler. Exactly. You're so afraid they're going to try again to kill Trump. Oh, they probably already are. You know it. It's her birthday week. She needs the week off. I love it. Okay, so those who don't know, we already got this. The Atlantic ran a story where Jeffrey Goldberg, that sounds right. Anyways, put out a story in the Atlantic, which, by the way, is owned by Steve Jobs' former wife, multi-billionaire, who is best friends with Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh, isn't that funny? How's that? A small world, huh? Hey, we're buddies. Me and Ghislaine, me and Epstein. Wonder why you want to run fake stories to get rid of Trump, huh? I don't know. Hey, yeah. Anybody have an idea? Let's do a Kamala laugh. I mean, come on. Are you serious? So the Atlantic posts a story. I'm a little manic tonight. Sorry, guys. This stuff is rotting my brain. It's unbelievable. And it's only going to get worse from now till the election. So slow down. We're going to get through this. The Atlantic runs this story. It says Trump told John Kelly, his chief of staff, loser general guy they ran and then fired because he sucked, he goes out and says, hey, guess what happened 4 or 5 years ago? Yeah, Trump said that he loved stuff from Hitler and wished he had his generals. So he's Hitler, guys. Oh, and yeah, also he was really mean to these people who lost somebody and griping about their burying the daughter's body and 60 grand to kill or to bury an effing Mexican. It's like just nonsense. Immediately debunked. This is why X is going to save the world, by the way, in this election. Immediately debunked. Right away. The sister of the girl came out and said, this never happened. How dare you? We're voting for Trump, my family and I. And then everybody else, Mark Meadows, who was there, this Brian Mast right here. John Kelly's full of it. I have the receipts. And does the story here. I mean, this guy, Veterans for Trump, he in the military, knows how it all went down in the White House. It just again and again, completely debunked. Everybody knows Goldberg at the Atlantic is a hack. He's always publishing bad stories. So this one gets debunked pretty fast, right? And so they're frustrated. Oh, why? How dare they? How dare they do this? Even like Mark Esper, the defense secretary that Trump fired and had other things to say about him, even he said this.
Were there ever any incidents, Secretary, that you have not previously spoken about in which you heard Donald Trump use similar language or refer to American military personnel in a derogatory fashion?
No, not along the lines that John Kelly and others have outlined.
Were there ever any
Mark Esper does not like Trump. Trump fired him because he's weak. And even he's like, no. Trump's not Hitler. He ain't saying that stuff. And now, I can't even play this clip because it is so, it makes me want to do something horrific and irrational. I can't play it. I can't look at it. But Kamala goes out and does a press conference today. Of course, she doesn't take questions because she's unable to answer questions live. She goes out and does a press conference about how Trump is evil, basically painting him as this fascist dictator and basically giving license. It's like basically she did in John Wick when they put out the hit on John and they're like, John, you got an hour. You got an hour. And now we put the $14 million price on your head. And at the end of that hour, it's open season. Every assassin can kill you. That's basically what Kamala did today. She put the hit out on Trump. He's a fascist dictator. We don't care. Do what you're going to do. Guys, if we lose this, Hitler's going to be your president. So you have license to kill. That's basically what Kamala did today. I can't even go there. We all knew they were going to try this stuff. We all knew it was going to get there. But now that it's here, I still don't care. It's maddening. It's maddening. It's frustrating. And beyond everything else, it's just like these people think we are so stupid. These people think we are so stupid. They think you are so stupid. They think you are an absolute moron, incapable of thought, that you would actually think Trump's Hitler. Now, I guess on the good side of this, the school has done such a poor job teaching World War II for the last 30 years that most people under 35 or 30 under 30 are like, huh, Hitler? Who's that? Who's that bad guy? I'll never forget when I was in college. I was talking to my friends, brought these girls over to our what do we live in, a townhome. Brought them to our townhome. We're watching a movie. We're watching Dennis Miller stand up, and these girls were cute, but they were dumb. And this was I was in college, so this is 17 years ago. Yeah, about that. So we're sitting there on the couch and watching this, and my friends are dying laughing watching this Dennis Miller stand up. And then he makes a joke, and in the joke it says the Holocaust. And the girls don't say anything while we're like dying laughing. And I look at them and I'm like, do you guys know what the Holocaust is? And they're like, no, what's that? These are college girls. College girls. In 2006, I want to say this was 2000. Yeah, that's about right. So 2006, 2007 range. They didn't know what the Holocaust was. So, yes, this is going to have some idiot older liberals convinced, but everybody else is like, huh? Or they're too smart. So, anyways, I just, by the way, when those girls went to the bathroom, I looked at my friends. I was like, "Get them out of here! I can't." There's a dumb limit, and they were too dumb. But anyways, but that's where we're at now, and so this has no traction, and it's debunked immediately, and people are pissed. But they're getting there. They're using it as an excuse to call out hits on Trump. So that's fun. That's a good time, right? Let me catch up with you guys. I'm going to move on to the next one. Brett Montgomery says, so close to Halloween, Kamal's already performing witchcraft. Corey Hayes says, October surprise coming within the next 72 hours. Do you know something? RCP is trying. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that, Hero. I'm not going to spoil the surprise yet. Yeah, you could tell when she lies, her voice is a quivering in it. Absolutely. I mean, the CNN thing was terrible. So thank you for not playing that desperate, disgusting sleaze. Yeah, you're right. You're welcome, Burbug. Okay, so then they drop this today. They drop this one. Oh, we kind of knew it was going to happen, didn't we? We just knew. Like, Mark Halperin last night said they are shopping a story. And if it's true, it will end Trump's campaign. But then he came on this morning and said, let me clarify. This story being shopped around, they're trying to get it to the New York Times. They're trying to get it Washington Post, all this place. Nobody wants it because everybody knows it's fake. Well, where did they find? They found a rag Guardian News in UK that took the story. And what's the story? Oh, of course, they bring in Epstein back because they have nothing. And so what are we going to do? We're going to make up something about Epstein because everybody hates Epstein. Everybody hates Epstein. By the way, Bill, hey, Bill, do you hate Epstein? Oh man, they always got me on that Epstein thing, and I'm a Democrat, and all those Democrats used to hang out with Epstein, and I still wish he was here. I still wish he was here. Oh my God, I had such good times with him. I mean, wait, hold on, I can't say that. So, anyways, but Barry, did you go on Epstein? No, Bill, we're not going to talk about that, Bill, because we need to talk about Trump. We need to talk about Trump. Michelle and I, we don't talk about Epstein. Oh, all right, you're right. We shouldn't talk about Epstein. We don't do that. But how about we say that Trump guy? Yeah. Well, we'll just say he did with Epstein. That'll work, right? Brilliant, Bill. Kamala loves the idea too. So this is what we do. We're gonna say, this model, Stacey Williams, claimed Trump groped her 31 years ago in the elevator with Jeffrey Epstein, right there. Said, oh, Epstein said, hey, let's go meet Trump. Because that sounds realistic, right? In 1993. Here's the quote. Late winter of 1993, I was on a walk with Jeffrey, just walking with him through the city. It was beautiful. From his brownstone, Jeffrey looked at me and said, you know what? Let's go by and see Trump. This is how it happens, right? This is how they do it. But problem, Epstein was only there 3 years later. My God, these people are stupid. Get your lies straight. At least make the lie somewhat believable. But this is what they're doing. Oh, and by the way, here's Stacey Williams hanging out with Obama. Everything's good. Looks like such a victim. Just at his fundraiser, having a good old time. Just, so she's, she'll pretty much do whatever they ask her to do. And that's how that works. By the way, this is Technofog. Anonymous, but he's a lawyer, always going through crazy stuff, always debunking things because this guy's got receipts. So I'm just telling you, this will not stick either. It doesn't stick either. In fact, this exact same reporter, interesting. Well, hold on. Back in 2020, said Amy Doris bravely told me about her allegation of sexual assault against Donald Trump. Oh, wait, but that didn't go anywhere because there's nothing to it. And so, hey, let's 4 years later, let's just rewind and replay the same script. Same person, Lucy Osborne, Guardian News UK. They just don't even I don't even remember this story. That's how immemorable it is. This didn't gain any traction. But the Democrats are dumb enough to think they can pull the exact same thing again. And hey, critical thinking here, just a moment. But, if I was groped, like Kamala groped me, that's what we're talking about. Hashtag Kamala groped me. If I was coming out about how Kamala groped me, I don't think I'd wait till 2 weeks before the election. I'm pretty sure I would have been trying to get my money before. At least Stormy Daniels did that, At least she had the even though I don't believe any of her nonsense either. At least she went for it. Get something out of it. But no, let's wait 31 years when this guy's been Hitler since 2015 for 9 years on the stage. Third election. And let's just save this one because you know what? He's back in 2016 when we're trying to stop Hitler. We don't need this one yet because we might be trying to stop Hitler in 2024. 2020 comes. Oh, we're stopping Hitler. But no. We don't need you right now because Hitler might come back. Let's just save that one. Because it's not that important we stop him right now. We're going to save it for later. No. If you're stopping Hitler, you do everything all at once. This is insane. This is insane. So again, I put this test, the Atlantic one, I say if you believe it, you IQ of 95 or less. Okay, so you might not be a complete freaking moron that can't live through life, but you're pretty moronic. 95, pretty low. If you believe this story, the IQ test, it's like 70 and below. Like that's you're not even tracking with Gump at this point. Like Forrest Gump makes you look dumb. I mean, like that's where you're at if you believe the allegations, these Epstein allegations against Trump right now. It's not even, it doesn't go anywhere. So and it won't go anywhere because MAGA's not that dumb, and that's where we're at. And besides, it's actually, oh hey, meltdown tonight at the Harris Walz campaign. Why? Because exactly what I'm talking about. Hitler hoax gained no traction, and they've already overplayed it. Well, when you're telling everybody somebody's Hitler and the devil for 9 years, yeah, it's not big news to break it two weeks before the next election, is it? The third election he's in. The effing Mexican hoax backfired. Sister of murdered soldier Vanessa Guillen going on national TV and calling Harris and Atlantic out for politicizing her sister's death. Yeah, that's a backfire. That doesn't look good. He grabbed my ass 32 years ago. Hoax unraveled in less than an hour and is being universally mocked, like I'm doing proudly on this channel. I'm very proud to be a part of that mocking. That's what we're here for. And then, a new poll tonight comes out, shows Kamala losing a popular vote by 3 points from the Wall Street Journal, which it's a very well-respected poll. And then her town hall was an utter disaster because she's a moron. And that's what happens when you put morons up on stage and give them questions. They sound like morons. It's amazing how that works. So yeah, Joy's a little gone. And so they tried to end Donald Trump's campaign today by just going scorched earth. And instead, the Kamala Harris campaign had a horrible, terrible, no good day. That's where we're at. Brett says, if they compare Trump to Hitler, would it be fair comparison of Kamala to Hillary or Dorothy Puente, the boarding house lady, or is Hilda Beast not evil enough? I think the Clinton is actually a very apt comparison. Frank says, Clinton, I did not have sexual relations with that woman or that one. Definitely not that one. And definitely not Hillary. That's very true, Frank. James Flowers says, remember the portrait of Trump in a blue dress? Wait, that was Bill. That's exactly right. Brett says, another stupid tactic by the left. Kamala just needs to hand over the keys to the White House. I agree. 100%. Mike says, I can kind of tell when Kamala's lying because her lips are moving. The old lawyer joke never gets old. It never gets old. BM Pro says, halfway there, hit the likes and subscribe. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for reminding me, BM Pro. Please like, share, subscribe, get it out there. If you've also been groped by Kamala, this is a survivor group for you. So please subscribe, like, and make sure you get the notifications for our next group meeting, because when Kamala gropes you, you got to keep talking about it. That's how it is. Queefer, who's excited for the after-election viral crying videos? I am so excited. I can't wait to watch them in real time. AC, even Anderson can't hide Kamala's stupidity more. None of them can. None of them can. And Anderson Cooper's a smart dude. So, all right. But hey, let me tell you what's going to stick. This one's going to stick, because this is something everybody can believe. RFK Jr. claims his audience, Bill Gates, funneled $50 million in dark money to Kamala Harris' campaign in a frantic attempt to avoid arrest under a potential Trump administration. In fact, I love this man, RFK. So let's just listen to him. Let's listen to this clip.
Has donated $50 million to Kamala Harris's campaign.
For one thing, nobody's out there trying to say RFK is a liar. So this guy has mad respect. Everybody, even the Democrats have a hard time calling him a liar, although now that he's with Trump, they definitely do. But the fact that RFK is out here saying this, major credence.
And the article said that it was the first donation that he's made in 20 years. That he stayed out of politics, that he's been bipartisan. It was a dark money donation. He didn't intend for it to be public. He routed the donation through a 501c4, which was an organization that was set up to conceal large money donations to the Harris campaign.
All right, so RFK knows this stuff. He knows how the politics works. He knows how Washington, D.C. works. He's been a lawyer in all of it. He's fought these people on all kinds of stuff. The dude does his research. I'm telling you right now, if RFK Jr. is saying this, it is legit. And he's got the receipts. And that's why this is coming out. This is going to be a big one.
He said, when the Times asked him, he said he had donated zero in the 2020 campaign when President Biden was running against President Trump. And he said this campaign is different than any other. And so he felt the need to do this. Now, do you think Bill Gates made that donation out of a patriotic impulse? Do you think he made it out of a humanitarian impulse?
Trump's going to win Georgia by so much.
Do you think he made it because he wants global health? Or because he wants to make America healthy again? Well,
by the way, RFK, he hates Bill Gates. He hates nobody more than the people who have built their careers off trying to make America healthy and the world healthy and actually poisoning us. Bill Gates, Fauci, public enemy number one to RFK. I bet Gates is 2 or 3 because of all the vaccine nonsense, all the stuff he's pushed on other countries, on our country. He's got to be top of the list for RFK. So RFK, I guarantee you, is giddy about this. And Bill Gates is going down if they get in. And so it's getting fun, guys.
There was something else, another article about Bill Gates that came out today that said he's just been indicted. He's been indicted in the Netherlands for lying to the public about the COVID vaccine.
Boom. Take him down.
And he's going to have to go to trial.
All these evil people are so scared right now, guys, because this is happening. And I'm telling you, that the all this stuff they're throwing at Trump, it's going to be 12 more days of craziness leading up to the election, okay? Because they are desperate. They are losing this election so bad. In fact, I'm going to venture to say this election's over as of right now, unless they can hit Trump with something that sticks, which they won't. So it's over, folks. It's over. And it's so overwhelming that, again, they either cannot steal it, they won't have enough, or what they're going to pull off is going to be so obvious, so in everybody's face that it'll be completely rejected. So this is coming out. Now, the Kamala campaign is desperate, so they're going to be heaving bombs at the Trump campaign for the next 12 days. But I think, and this to me backs this up, I think the Trump campaign's got a lot up their sleeve as well. And Mark Halperin was alluding to that. And again, he's not any big fan of Trump, but he was saying that he hears the Trump stuff and he knows some stories that are out there being spread around, shopped around. He said none of the Trump stuff he believes, it's too outrageous, none of it makes sense. He said, but the Kamala stuff might be believable. And so even Halperin's out there saying this could get very interesting. And here's George Santos. You guys ready for this? This is a fun one.
Oh, hey guys. Gotta tell you something. It's so crazy. I just got off the phone with a source, and they're telling me that tomorrow the Kamala Harris ship sinks. You're going to see all the rats jumping off. The story that's going to break tomorrow is so damning and so bad that Democrats are going to distance themselves from her like something you've never seen before. And essentially, you might even see some asking for people to vote for Trump. This is wild. Stay tuned as this drops tomorrow.
Okay. Now, Santos is known to be a little hyperbolic, a little wild, but I'll tell you what. He won in New York when no other Republican could, and they booted him. Why would they boot him in Congress? It was not over much of anything either. They booed him out of Congress. You know why? Because he's a threat. Now, will whatever come out tomorrow end the VP campaign or Kamala Harris's campaign? I doubt it. It would have to be so monstrous. So it probably won't. But things are going to get spicy. I'll tell you that. And so what we got to hope for is if he's right on this and they have something big, we got to hope that it's coming out and it's going to be not just spicy, but from a verified, important outlet that people can respect enough to listen to. I don't know what that outlet's going to be, but that's what we got to hope for. So, yeah, Bannon's coming out too, Hero. That'll be interesting. Who's the next Democrat to come to Trump? Asked Randy. Joe Manchin. I mean, I don't think Manchin will publicly come out to Trump, but he kind of already did by retiring and basically giving like handing the Senate to the Republicans. That's pretty much what he did. So, I'll take that. You surprised the left has not started printing signs saying "Vote Trump" to steal Trump votes? I mean, I don't even know what to think about that. That's interesting. So here comes the rhetoric. James Carville. Ah, man, is the economy stupid? What do you call those guys? My favorite story, and I can't remember what he called them, but when he was ranting. Anyways, he is freaking out lately. This says James Carville is calling for an armed uprising if Kamala loses. It said Trump will arrest males of color if elected, but he's out there ranting. He even said, I don't care if it's fair the other day. He's like, I don't care if it's made up as long as we beat him. Carville is on that list. The ones that are in the worst place are the ones freaking out the most. And the reason they're freaking out is because right now they know Trump's going to win. That's exactly why. And why wouldn't he? I mean, when you got this running for you, let's just watch. Let's watch the genius.
So I may not be quick to have the answer as soon as you ask it about a specific policy issue sometimes, because I'm going to want to research it. I'm going to want to study it. I'm kind of a nerd sometimes, I confess. So I may not be quick to
I'm a nerd sometimes. I might not be quick to answer, but I gotta go research it. Bitch, I tell you research this guy. And you know what I always got? I always got an answer. I'm always quick. I'm sorry. That's how it goes when you're a nerd who researches. My God. I mean, this is embarrassing. It's only 15 seconds, so you guys can stomach it one more time because it's also kind of funny.
So I may not be quick to have the answer as soon as you ask it about a specific policy.
Hold on a second. Oh, my God. The way she says that. So I might not be quick to answer if you ask something specific about policy. Are you kidding me? You just said you're a nerd who likes to research and you don't have answers on your policies that you are supposed to be coming up with? Wow. This might be the stupidest woman we've ever seen in politics. I'm just saying. Just going to put it out there. You guys do with that what you will.
Issue sometimes because I'm going to want to research it. I'm going to want to study it. I'm kind of a nerd sometimes.
Look at that face. I mean, if somebody asks you a question, you don't say, I got to go research it when you're running to be the president of the United States of America, the most powerful position in the world. You don't tell somebody, I got to go research that. When you've had 3.5 years in the White House, you've been a senator, you have no excuse. And she thinks this is quirky and cute. No. Makes you look so stupid. So unbelievably stupid. And this is like what they think is likable. I just... Are you serious? Democrats, for real? This is the best you could do? Dodo brain here? This is unbelievable. And this is what 12 days left her trying to win over people and stem the oncoming tsunami of red wave that is about to wipe her career out forever. That's where we're going with this right now.
Thank you.
Here's
Thank
another
you, Eric.
brilliant one.
Thank you, Eric. And you're absolutely right. You know it. I know it. I think most Americans know it. Price of groceries is still too high.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Thank you, Eric. And you're absolutely right. You know it. I know it. I think most Americans know it. Price of groceries is still too high.
I'm Donald J. Trump.
They're so quick at this stuff. Yeah, exactly, Hero. Trump advance have no problem answering questions. And the thing is that if you don't know the answer, you can say, I haven't thought about that yet, but I can tell you, if you're a master of policy, what you do is you tell something that's linear to it or side to it. And you could say all this stuff. You could say, you know what? But I'm smart enough right now to give you an answer that I can at least think through something and say, I could see how this could be interesting, but you know what? I haven't done enough time on that. And so I'm going to weigh all these options I just came up with because you know what? I do think about this stuff. That's what you say. Instead of just being a moron, but I'm a nerd and I like to research. Maybe your box wine. That's about it, though. Kasink says Trump will let the cat out of the bag with Rogan. I cannot wait for that Rogan show. It's going to be so good. AC says he met George Santos. Guy's awful and a total prick, but anything that helps Trump, we'll take it. Udoka, am I following Candace Owens Cackler documentaries? I've followed some of it. I haven't seen everything yet, but Candace is doing great work. Did I see Charlie Kirk at the rally today? No, I didn't. Him and Tucker, I haven't gone back and watched it yet. That's one of the things I didn't have enough time to do today. I want to watch it. I heard Tucker's speech was amazing. Kamala may not have a thought in my head, but if you give me a minute, I'll call Obama. Yeah, exactly. Give you the Forrest Whitaker eye. I love it. Carville knows the Clintons very well. Yeah, he does. She's not punchy or nothing, a little relaxed with the brain. That's the problem. It's better call a prompter. You guys are funny. Would Trump consider Trey Gowdy for Attorney General? I don't think so. Trey Gowdy, he completely betrayed the Republicans. What year was that? It was fairly recent. I think it was like 2019, 2018. Anyways, Gowdy is not trustworthy, and Trump never forgets the guys that turn on him. So Gowdy will not be in there. Sad thing is, even if she loses, she still has a full benefit package for life. Yeah, that's very true. We're only at 64 likes. Come on, guys. There's 150 of you watching. We could break 100 likes. Just take a second, hit that like. If you got one thing out of this, give me a like. You're still watching, aren't you? If you got, I feel like the Hurley boy. Just give me a like. Give the damn boy a like. Come on, what's the problem with you? You watched a show. Do you guys remember the Hurley boy, or is that just me? It's Adam Sandler and Chris Farley. James Flowers, or the generic I'll follow the law, I'm running for president, deep policy insight. Exactly. None of that. Yeah. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you. Thank you, Brett, for reminding me. All right, let's keep going, guys. Got a little bit more to cover before we call it a night. So Kamala came out and says she has a pastor tonight. This lying chick. She hates Christianity. She's never identified with it. Her mom came out and said Kamala, her mom, Mamala, the real Mamala, came out, said, yeah, Kamala's never done anything with Christianity. Never came near it. And so now she's out there saying she's got a pastor. You think she's a little worried that she upset every Christian in the nation last week when she A, kicked out the guys who said Jesus is Lord, and B, didn't show up to the Al Smith dinner, the Catholic hosted dinner, for only the second president in history since the dinner's been going. She bailed on it and sent some dumb video to it. Yeah, you think? And now she's got a pastor. Oh, they're cleaning up a lot, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Sound like the Pepper guys. Who's the Pepper guys? Oh, the Pepper guys. Yeah, you're right. Isn't that Dana Carvey and him? You like it, the pepper? I give you the pepper. He's like, oh yeah, the pepper. Yep, the Pepper guys are hilarious. I gotta get them likes the way Kamala does on your knees looking up. Well, it's not worth it then. I'm not that person. All right, let's keep moving. Robert Kahali and Matt Towery from Trafalgar and Insider Advantage, two pretty respected polls, say they're confident based on the numbers Trump will win Georgia and Pennsylvania. You just not lock it in if that's true. There's some word out there, I haven't gotten confirmation, but there's some word out there that that Kamala is currently pulling out her campaign money out of Arizona. They're ceding it to Trump and Georgia and North Carolina. If that is true, if they are giving up on Arizona, Georgia, and North Carolina because they are so far red right now, then Pennsylvania is the election. If that's true, I don't know if it's true. I've seen it from a couple sources. I believe it's very possible because the early voting is insane for Republicans right now. Republicans are breaking every record on early voting, every record. So it's it's very possible that's true. So if that's true, guys, Pennsylvania is the entire election. But it doesn't have to be either because there's other paths for Trump. So it's the entire election for her. She has to sweep every other state and win Pennsylvania. If Trump wins Pennsylvania, it's over. But Trump has other avenues. He could sneak out Virginia. He could sneak Wisconsin, Michigan, all those. But if he gets Pennsylvania, it's 100% over. So she's a witch. She couldn't attend. Her pastor's name Famous Amos? No. That's for real? She didn't show for Catching Fire. Fear for Catching Fire. That's hilarious. All right. This is interesting too. Okay. So let me play this real quick.
That she's taking days off at levels not seen. I hear she's taking another one tomorrow or something. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Maybe she knows something we don't know. That's bad, right? Maybe she knows something we don't know. Does everybody understand that? Maybe.
Maybe she knows. She's taken all these days off. Maybe she knows something we don't know. Listen to what he says. I'm going to play it again in a second. Somebody out there posted, this proves they're going to steal it again because Kamala's taking days off. She's chilling. That's not what I'm hearing when I watch this. Listen again.
That she's taking days off at levels not seen. I hear she's taking another one tomorrow or something. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Maybe she knows something we don't know. That's bad, right? Maybe she knows something we don't know. Does everybody understand that? Maybe.
You see how he says at the end, does everybody understand that? I don't think this is Kamala's taking days off because she knows something's in the bag. I think that doesn't make sense to me. Because if you're going to steal an election and you know it's in the bag, you don't take it off. You have to sell it. That's part of the con. You sell it. You start, and why would she hold off now when she's been going on crazy media tours, everything? There's no logical sense to that conclusion. And I apologize to the guy who had that conclusion because I actually respect him and like his page, but I could not disagree more. Kamala knows one of two things and maybe both. Number one, and I think this is a slam dunk, she knows this, she's lost and it's over. That's number one. Number two, there might be something big coming, just like Santos just said. And Kamala doesn't want to be out there. She doesn't want to be on the podium. She doesn't want to be at an event when it drops. She took off yesterday. She did do the town hall tonight. And she did that stupid press conference for 5 minutes. And then she's off again tomorrow. 2 days off in the last 2 weeks, that's fear. That's fear. She's running away because she doesn't want to be caught live when something drops, in my opinion. The other opinion is she's like, F it, nothing I does matter, and she's feeling sorry in a corner. And it could be both. But I think for sure she knows this election's over. Show the current poly market. I mean, I can try to pull it up. Let's see what the current poly market is. It'll be posted on Twitter. They're always posted on Twitter. Is that the latest? That was in Spanish, so I don't know. Okay, here. It looks like this is the latest. So Polymarket did jump up to 66% Trump at one point, and now it's back down to 60%, but that could just be people buying Kamala at value. This is Polymarket, right? Yeah. So, I mean, that's still pretty huge, but he was up to 64, 66% somewhere earlier. But Biden took the entire campaign off. He did. But you know what? He had going for him COVID. So he had an excuse to hide. She doesn't have that. James Flower says, the closest Kamala has ever come to working in fast food is serving up nasty Arby's roast beef. Come on now. Come on, man. Don't go there. That's terrible. Big JR, you can always tell where their polls say it's close, they're behind. That's where she'll be the next several days. Yep. Except for, why are they then having Biden in New Hampshire? New Hampshire? Yeah. Yeah, Bob. Lake Winnipesaukee. New Hampshire. So if they're trying to defend New Hampshire, this is a landslide, people. This is a landslide. Shogun says, think something bad's about to happen for her, I think. October surprise, yep. Could it maybe mean they're going to do something big and then cancel the election like wartime? I don't think that. That's not, listen, like, let's go back and listen to Trump again. The way Trump's talking when he says this, guys, I mean, just listen to his tone. This does not look like somebody who thinks war is about to stop.
That she's taking days off at levels. Not seen. I hear she's taking another one tomorrow or something. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Maybe she knows something we don't know. That's bad, right? Maybe she knows something we don't know. Does everybody understand that? Maybe.
See, that's not the voice of somebody who is warning his people something bad's coming for them. Just saying. If Trump was warning the people, he would say, Trump has always said stuff to the people. He can't hide it. He would have said something like, you might want to stay home the next few days. You know, I don't know. That's what he'll do. He'll do it like an off-the-cuff comment. I don't know. They're hiding. Maybe you guys should hide too. Like, that's what Trump does. This is Trump mocking her. This is a mockery. He's mocking her right now. This is him holding his win over her again.
Or something. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. He's mocking her. He's making fun of her.
Maybe she knows something we don't know.
Maybe she knows something we don't know, he says with a little smirk. He's happy about this. This is not him being afraid. And this is not him giving us a warning.
That's bad, right? Maybe she knows something we don't know. Does everybody understand that? Maybe.
Does everybody understand that? Maybe. Trump always does that when he's in. That's like one of his things he likes to do when he's being cute. And that's, I mean, yeah, they tried to spread the monkey butt. They did, didn't they? Oh, man. AC says, heard on the 5, Michelle Obama's coming out for Kamala on Saturday, where they're saving her, him for the wait till Saturday. I think they're dragging Michelle out of, her hot tub with her just chilling. Michelle is well known as one of the laziest people in politics. She just likes being rich. He, she, whatever. Just likes being rich and chilling. They don't like to work. And so bringing her out To stump for Kamala is desperation, and it's probably Barack being like, hey, Michael, hey, we're getting killed out there, Michael, and damn it, Michael, you just happen to be one of the most popular people out there on our side, and you don't do a damn thing around here. Could you just show up and deliver a few words? We just got to get her over this hill. Michael, we could be going to jail if we don't do this. That's probably what's happening. Rumors Kamala's at some PD parties. Oh, that rumor is huge. It's all over the place. But all right, check this out. Now this just makes me happy. I can't stop grinning when I see these numbers. Guys, this is freaking sane. First of all, this is the RCP aggregate right now. Look at all the red in the polls. This is 12 days before the election, and many of these pollsters are no longer polling. This is their final polls. Okay? Rasmussen will keep going. A few of these will keep going. But a lot of them, this is their final poll. All right? They don't want to keep polling as Trump keeps pulling ahead. She is down to 0.2% lead. That is 5.7 points behind Hillary, who lost, and lost handily. 5.7%. Let's look at Clinton's final numbers. 2.1% of the popular vote she won, had one poll in the red, lost the election handily. The RCP average on the day of the election, 3.2. Look at all the blue. One red poll was this LA Times USC tracking poll that kept having Trump winning the whole time. And everybody else blue forever. Look at the difference. That's the one Trump won. Okay? And which you know what I mean when I say won. They actually let him in the office. Look at the difference. This is crazy. And now 2020 is even more crazy. Biden had almost an 8-point lead at this point. And when you go to Biden's numbers, the final numbers, this was the average. It was off by 2.7. Okay, so they over-counted for Biden by 2.7% from his final. But there's not a single red poll. In fact, the closest poll is a +1 Rasmussen and +4 IBD tip. That's crazy. Okay, that is the last two elections. And now look at this one. There is not a single honest, smart person out there, even on the Democratic side, who can honestly say Kamala's ahead right now. In fact, she is way behind. Right now, even with cheating the way everything's going, remember, it was much easier to cheat in 2020. Even with cheating right now, Trump's going to win the popular vote. There's honestly nothing that can stop it except for if they push the cheating past the registered voter numbers, which makes it obvious and means there's no way they can hide it. And so they pulled off in 2020. I think they were able to convince everybody it was like 74% turnout, which is unheard of. I think the previous record was like 68%. So turnout went up 6-7%. That doesn't happen. So that's what they did in 2020 to pull off the steal. This time they would have to get that high 80s, maybe 90s, maybe even break 100% turnout. It's impossible. It's impossible. They cannot win this election. I would love to see Trump waving his middle finger at the Dems during his acceptance speech. Yeah, right. Michael Moore predicted Trump win on Bill Maher's show 2 weeks ago. Really? Michael Moore did? Interesting. He predicted in 2016 too, before he unpredicted it and then predicted it again. John Cox watched the Tucker interview with Paul Manafort. He explains this last-second effort on the Hitler thing only scares some never-Trumpers to maybe vote for. Scare some never-Trumpers? I mean, they weren't going to vote for him anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, we're not losing anybody that matters. So, let's see. Okay, so things are looking good, guys, but get ready. Things are getting saucy. So tomorrow, I'm going to close on this. Tomorrow, I'm really excited because I got notification today that acceptance of an interview I was going to do. I was going to probably do it next week, but his only opening is tomorrow. So I'm going to get 2 interviews in 1 week. But this one is going to be really, the economic people are going to love this one. And we're going to talk politics too, but it's going to be economic stock focused. I am having the one and only BAM investor join me tomorrow to do an interview live here on my show. And he protects his face for legal reasons. And so he'll be, it'll just be his voice. But I'm very excited to have him. So this is who will be on my show tomorrow. Brilliant guy, big Trump guy, and he has been doing this for 40 years, has excellent insights into the markets, has the behavior analysis model, which is BAM, and just great stuff. He's got a great Twitter. I highly recommend you follow it. He's 125,000 followers. I'm very excited to have him on. I reached out to him because I've been following him for a couple years. And I really wanted to have him on. So anyways, going to bring him in. He's got great stuff. And so that'll be tomorrow night. So do not miss this live. And if you missed Monday with Jonathan Welton, what are you doing? He did just the most fantastic job of going through the history of the U.S., getting us where we're here. And so I'm working on doing this more and more, guys, getting more and more interviews on. Expanding the channel, the knowledge on this channel. It'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Okay. So I'm so stoked to have him. I was extremely excited when he verified today that he could do it. So so that's tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. And we'll probably go for about an hour. He doesn't have a lot of time to sit around. So it's going to be very targeted. And so if you really have, I probably won't get to many questions, but it'll definitely be stock talk and economy, where he sees things going. If there's major political news, what I'll probably do is talk to it for like a minute with him, a couple minutes, but then I will probably just stay on or restart after he's done. And go over the major news tomorrow, especially if Kamal goes to jail or something like that. I mean, so who knows what's going to happen, but, or if he, for some reason, something happens and he cancels on me, I'll do that. But otherwise, if there's not major news tomorrow, it'll just be me talking to BAM on, so I'm going to be talking to him about stocks. I'll ask him about some of our stocks if I can. I don't want to take advantage of that too much because he does have, he makes a living off helping people trade. So I'm not going to go too deep into that stuff because I don't want him to be like, hey, give me free stuff. Yeah. But we're going to be talking macroeconomy, what he sees happening in stocks, what he sees on some of the big stuff going on, his opinions of where we're at, what could happen if Trump wins or loses, that kind of stuff. So it's going to be good stuff. All right. So I'm really excited for this. Check my email. Okay, Mike, real quick. Give me a second here. By the way, some of you guys have been emailing me, and I've just been terrible at getting back to you. I've just been incredibly busy. So some of those emails I will get back to you. Okay, guys? Sorry about that. What'd you send me, Mike? In response to Trump doing McDonald's Five Guys, Kamala's announced she'll be doing Five Guys. That's pretty clever, man. I like that. So anyways, please like, share, subscribe before you guys head out tonight. Hit that notification so you do not miss tomorrow's show. I know you guys are going to enjoy this. And let's end in a prayer and see what happens tomorrow. So Heavenly Father, thank you for today. God bless everybody here. Thank you for everything going on. Thank you that none of this stuff sticks anymore with Trump, all these lies. And that, God, we're heading towards a big win here. And I just pray we see it through. I pray protection over Trump and his whole team. And God, we pray that just protect all the people in this country too. Pray there's no violence. Pray that every wicked plan fails in these next few weeks, Lord. And God, just help us all to make good decisions economically and financially, and in any prep work we need to do for whatever they could bring to try to steal this election or end it or whatever. So we just pray against all that and that things go smooth. And just thank you for being good to us. Pray everybody is blessed, prospers, and as always, pray for healing for those in our community who need it, like Thomas, Mike, and Jenny. So, and anyone else. So, in Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys. God bless you. Have a great night, and I will see you.